Okay, the case 1, the conductor is placed parallel to the lines of force. That means here the conductor position is 0 degrees. Conductor positioning is at 0 degrees. In this case, when the conductor is placed parallel to the lines of force, that means the conductor is placed here parallel to the field lines or flux lines, so that there is no flux linkage. There is no flux linkage between a conductor and a magnetic field. Okay, so if there is no flux linkage means there is no d phi by dt. If d phi by dt is 0 means, as we know, E is directly proportional to d phi by dt. Okay, according to Faraday's second law. Okay, so if there is no d phi by dt, then EMF will be also 0. Okay, so in this case EMF is 0. Okay, now case 2. So how the diagram will looks like? We'll see with presentation. So in this particular case, the conductor is at a 0 degrees position. So at 0 degrees, we can see at 0 degrees, this is the conductor position at 0 degrees. So what is the current flowing into this? There is 0. Why? Because there is no voltage is induced. It will be indicated in diagram. Okay. Now after this position, that means the conductor is at a 90 degrees. That means the conductor is rotating at a 90 degrees clockwise direction. So now you can see the figure. The conductor position is rotated with a 90 degrees. So what happens? The conductor is placed perpendicular to the lines of force. The conductor is placed perpendicular to the lines of force, so that you will get as a maximum amount of flux linkage between a conductor and a magnetic field. So EMF is maximum in this case. I think you are following. Okay, so case 1 is, the diagram is looks like this. For case 1, the diagram looks, if the conductor, suppose the conductor is lays like this. Suppose, remember, this is a conductor. Okay, the conductor is placed parallel to the lines of force. Parallel to the lines of force. What happens? Whenever the conductor is placed parallel to the lines of force, what happens? There is no flux linkage. There is no flux linkage. Hello? Hello? If there is no flux linkage means d phi by dt is 0. If d phi by dt is 0 means, as the EMF is directly proportional to d phi by dt, if d phi by dt is 0 means EMF is also 0. So in this particular case 1, so the EMF is 0 when the conductor position is at 0 degrees position. That means the theta value is equals to 0. In this case, this is the theta, this is the conductor direction, this is the conductor position. Okay, when theta equals to 0, what happens? The EMF value as 0. Okay, so here you can write theta is equals to 0 as EMF is equals to 0. Okay, now see the second case. Can I erase this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we'll see the second case. The conductor is rotating at a 90 degrees perpendicular to the magnetic field. Now we are talking about a second case. Second case is nothing but a theta is equals to 90. Theta is equals to 90 case. And third case is nothing but a theta is equals to 270 case. And again fourth case is nothing but a theta is equals to 360, which is equals to theta is equals to 0. That means the conductor at every instant, the conductor is rotated by.
చూడు ఎక్కింది
Who is that? Please mute yourself. Otherwise, get out of my class. Okay. Conductor is rotating at 90 degrees at every instant. So that means we have already seen the case 1. In case 1, the theta is at a 0 degrees position. That means the conductor position at 0, and it is placed parallel to the lines of force. So there will be, whenever the conductor is placed parallel to the lines of force, there will be no flux linkage. That means d phi by dt is 0. If d phi by dt is 0, E will be 0. So case 1, from the case 1 we can observe that theta is equals to 0 means the EMF value is 0. Okay, that EMF value is 0 means the current flowing through the coil is 0. Okay, if the current flowing through the coil is 0 means what is the load current value? If the coil current is 0 means load current is also 0. Okay, this is the case 1. Now we'll see about a case 2. In case 2, theta is equals to 90 degrees. That means the conductor is placed perpendicular to the magnetic field. Now the conductor is rotated by clockwise by 90 degrees. Okay, so this is the conductor. So this is placed in between a magnetic field. Now how the position of the conductor looks like? It is perpendicular to the magnetic field. It is perpendicular to the magnetic field. So you can say maximum flux linkage will be takes place. Okay, so maximum flux linkage will takes place. Okay, then if maximum flux linkage means d phi by dt is high, maximum. Okay, if d phi by dt is maximum, then E value is maximum. Okay, so in this particular theta is equals to 90 degrees case, EMF is maximum. If EMF is maximum, what happens to coil current? Coil current is also maximum. What happens to load current? Load current is also maximum. Okay, remember this. These are the points of second case. Okay, now we'll see about a third case, which is nothing but a theta is equals to 180. 180 is the third case. That means the conductor is rotating at 90 degrees at every instant. Okay, we have already seen that. So can I erase this second case?
Yes, sir.
Okay, see, in the third case, theta is equals to 180. When theta is equals to 180 means again the conductor position is so 90 degrees, the position is like this. Now 180 means again it will be going to initial state. But suppose the conductor is having directions like this. This is A end and this is B end. Okay, initially the coil is placed like this, 0 degrees position, theta is equals to 0, A and B. Okay, so this is theta is equals to 0 and this is theta is equals to 90. And if we rotate another 90 degrees, what happens? It is opposite to that of a 0 degrees position. That means the conductor is rotating like this 90 degrees. So we'll get what is this end? This end is B and this is A. And this is B and this is A. Now this is North Pole and this is South Pole. Now how the position looks like? It is similar to 0 degrees position. 0 degrees position. So in 0 degrees position, we are saying that the conductor is placed parallel to the lines of force. Conductor is placed parallel to the lines of force. If the conductor is parallel to the lines of force, so what happens? The d phi by dt value 0.
It's
d phi
0.
by dt is 0. E is 0. If E is 0, what happens to coil current? Is 0. So
0.
IL value is also 0. Okay, load current value is also 0. So that means the conductor position is at 180 degrees, which is similar to 0 degrees, but the coil direction, the coil direction is changed when considered with a 0 degrees case. Okay, that is the difference between first case and third case. Now we'll see about a fourth case also. So for that I need to erase this. So can I erase this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Case 4. Theta is equals to 270. So that means again, now the what is the conductor position at 180 degrees from B to A. So again, now it is rotating with a clockwise direction. That means the conductor is rotating by clockwise direction 90 degrees. That means it is opposite to that of 90 degrees position. Am I correct or not? Theta is
Yes,
equals
sir.
to 270 is the opposite to direction, opposite to that of theta is equals to 90.
90 degrees.
Yes, sir.
So that means the
Opposite to
having
90 degrees.
okay. Now in the I already told that case 2, theta is equals to 90 is nothing but a perpendicular to the lines of conductor is placed perpendicular to the lines of force. Okay, so what is the EMF induced in this particular case? Maximum amount of EMF. Why it is called as a maximum EMF? Maximum amount of flux is linking with the maximum amount of flux is linking with the conductor. So maximum flux linkage is happening. So EMF is induced is maximum. Okay, so in the same case also at 270 EMF induced is maximum, but the direction of the conductor is reverse. That means it is in negative maximum. It is in negative maximum. Why it is indicated as maximum? Here the conductor is placed perpendicular to the lines of force. Whenever the conductor is placed perpendicular to the lines of force, the flux linkage is maximum. The flux linkage is nothing but a d phi by dt, rate of change of flux linkage, which is maximum. It is maximum here in this case. If the rate of change of flux linkage is maximum, what happens to EMF? EMF will also be maximum, but we are considering the 0 degrees position. Okay, if you consider 0 degrees position, you will get theta is equals to 90 is at a positive E maximum, so which is opposite to that of a 270 degrees position, so that we will get indicate it as a negative E maximum. Okay, have you understand or not? Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. Now what happens to the coil current in this direction is also a maximum, but in negative direction. Okay. It is also a maximum, but it is opposite to theta is equals to 90 degrees. No. So that's why you are indicating a negative maximum. Okay. What about the load current? Load current is positive. Load current is positive maximum. Why I have indicated load current is positive? So it will be discussed later. Okay, it will be discussed later. Okay, at 270 case also we are getting a load current as a positive with the help of a commutator. With the help of commutator, you are getting a load current as a positive even at theta is equals to 270. Remember this particular point. Okay. Even at theta is equals to 270 degrees, the commutator, due to the commutator, the coil current direction does not reverses. So it will maintain as a positive maximum. Okay. Have you understand this topic till now? Any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts? Okay. So let us see the next operation, which is called as a case 5, which is nothing but again theta is equals to 360, which is similar to theta is equals to 0. Again rotating, after rotation is it will again come back to A to B. A to B is nothing but a 0 degrees position, which is similar, which is equivalent, which is equal to 360 degrees. So theta is equals to 360 degrees is same as that of theta is equals to 0. Okay, what happens in this case? What happens in this case? What is the EMF induced? 0.
0.
Why? Because there is no flux linkage. There is no flux linkage between a conductor and a magnetic field. So the EMF induced is 0. So I can erase. Can I erase? If you are
Yes,
noting
sir.
down. Okay. Now write down the case, all cases. Case 1, case 2, and case 3, and case 4, case 5, I think. So this is theta is equals to 0, and this is theta is equals to 90, and theta equals to 180, and theta equals to 270, and theta is equals to 360 degrees. Okay. So at theta is equals to 0, what happens the EMF value? 0. Here theta is equals to E is a Emax. Okay. Here theta is equals to, again it is 0. Okay. Here it is opposite to that of 90 degrees, so we can write E is equals to E max. Okay. So what is which is equivalent, which is equal to theta is equals to 360 is equal to theta is equals to 0, which is, so EMF is 0. Okay. According to this, I want to draw the EMF waveform with respect to time. This is the EMF E, and take x-axis as a time axis with respect to time. Okay. So or theta is the axis, or you can represent the theta. Why? Because it is easy. Theta means it is degrees. Okay. Okay, it is a 0 here. This is theta, and this is 0. Okay, this is 0 degrees, and this is a 90 degrees, and this is 180 degrees, and this is a 270, and this is a 360. Okay. Now we'll see at theta is equals to 0, what happens to EMF? 0. Okay, that means this is the point. Okay, at theta is equals to 90, this is the theta is equals to 90. What about the EMF value? Emax. Emax means somewhere it is Emax. We are representing it is a Emax. Okay. So that means locate at 90 degrees, draw the lines. Okay. So it will meet some point. So this is that point. Okay. And next, theta is equals to 180. What happens to the value? Again 0. That means this is the point. EMF is 0. Okay. At theta is equals to 270, you are getting a negative max. That means we have to see in the negative scale. This is the EMF scale. EMF negative maximum is nothing but it is somewhere here. It is a negative E maximum. Okay. Okay. Now locate that point at 270 negative E maximum. That means draw the lines until it will reach E maximum. So this is the location of that point. And again at 360, what is the EMF value? 0. This is the location of the point. Now draw the curve touching these points. Okay. Now you all observed that from this diagram, what is the waveform looks like a sine wave. This waveform is looking like a sine wave. So what it says that at every point of time the magnitude is altering. At every point of time the magnitude is altering. So where the EMF will induce in the coil or conductor, in the coil or conductor. Suppose the EMF is induced in a armature conductor, so that will be a sinusoidal in nature. That will be in a sinusoidal in nature. That means we are taking a rotating conductor. Rotating conductor means we are rotating a. So theta are the positions of the rotation. Theta are the positions of the rotations. Okay, that means we are rotating the conductor and we are randomly taking a 90 degrees instance. So from that 90 degrees instance, we are marking the positions of, we are taking the magnitudes of E. From that we are representing the curve. It is looks like a sine wave. That means it is an alternating quantity. The sine wave is an alternating quantity. That means the EMF in a armature conductor is the EMF induced in a armature conductor is a sinusoidal. Sinusoidal means alternating one. Alternating EMF. Okay. So this is induced in a coil or a conductor. This is induced in a coil or a conductor. Okay. Now, what about the load current? Load current. So in between a load and a armature, there will be a part present is called as a commutator. Okay. In between a armature and a load, there will be a part present called as a commutator. Okay. With the help of this, we are converting this alternating value of EMF into unidirectional. Okay. EMF. Okay. So now this can be observed here. So EMF induced in an armature is always a sinusoidal one. So that means it indicates that EMF is always a alternating quantity. Okay. So how can you find out the direction? The direction of this EMF can be find out by using a Fleming's right hand rule. Okay. Have you observed? Till now, any doubts? Hello. Till now, any doubts? Hello. Hello.
No, sir.
Have you noted down?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you can see the presentation. Now you can understand what is what. Okay. So when the armature rotates from 90 degrees to 180 degrees, sorry, initial will get. So this is the position of theta is equals to 0. Here EMF is 0 and theta is equals to 90. What happens? The EMF is reaches to maximum value. So it should be indicated with a graph. You can see there. When the theta is equals to 180, again the conductor is rotating at a 90 degrees. Again the conductor position changes to 90. So it will reach us to 180. So here 180 is nothing but a conductor is placed parallel to the lines of force. There is no flux linkage. So the EMF will be 0. That will be indicating like a half sine wave. Again, the conductor is rotating in a opposite direction to that of 90 degrees. So that means the theta angle is a 270. So that at 270 will get a negative E maximum. So it will be indicated with the diagram here. When the theta reaches to 360, the conductor is placed parallel to the lines of force, which is similar to the theta is equals to 0 degrees position. So that EMF induced is 0 in this case. So the you are getting after one complete cycle, you'll get a one revolution of the rotor. Okay. So we'll get a EMF induced in a conductor as a sinusoidal one. That means the EMF induced in a armature conductor is of alternating in nature. Okay. So this is a simple loop generator with splittering adi slippering kaadu splittering. Slow splittering consists of splits called segments. Okay, so you can see the figure. Okay, so it represents the, in this particular figure it represents the coil placed in a magnetic field and the rotation direction, so that EMF is induced in a coil that will be sinusoidal in nature. Okay. Okay. Now see this particular figure. Okay. Here the splittering is given. Here the right side of this figure indicates the splittering. Okay. In splittering we are having a two splits called as segments. Okay. A is one of the split and B is one of the split called as a segments. Okay. A is the first segment and B is the second segment. Okay. And upon the segments we are having brushes. Upon the segments we are having brushes like this. Okay. So now you can see the figure. The conductor is placed parallel to the lines of force. Then there will be no flux linkage. Okay, between a conductor. Then EMF is 0 in that case. Okay. Now see this particular figure. Two cases. The coil is having a current. It is flowing in the direction of, in the first figure A, you can see the coil current. The coil current is indicated with the coil is indicated with sides A, B, C, D. Okay, and in the first case A, okay, the coil current direction is from C to D, then D to A, and A to B. Okay, note down the coil direction current. Okay, and load current direction. You can see the load current direction in the case A. Okay, it is from starting from positive brush. Positive brush means 1. It is indicated with 1. Okay, it is indicated with 1 to M, M to L, L to 2. So that means the load current direction is from, so I'm writing again here. Okay, so can I erase this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so according to the presentation, I'm writing the current directions of a coil and current directions of a load. Okay, so in this particular figure, so the figure is visible to you? Hello? Simple loop generator,
Yes,
is the figure visible to you? Okay, yes. In the case one, you can see the figure case A, figure A. Okay, in the figure A, the coil is indicated with the sides called as A, B, C, D are the coil sides. Okay, the current flowing in the coil is indicated with C, D, A, B are the direction of a coil current. So now I'm writing the coil current direction. Coil current direction. So it is very important. So when the coil is having a current, at which position? Theta is equals to, at which position the current coil is having a current? Theta is equals to 0
90,
or
theta equals
theta is
90.
equals to 90 or theta is equals to 270 or theta equals to 360. At which position EMF is maximum?
Theta is equal to 90.
Theta is equals to 90. We are having E maximum. Then only we are having a coil current. Okay. So if the coil current is coil current is there maximum at theta is equals to 90. That means at theta is equals to 90, we are having a coil current, which is what is the direction of the coil current? It is from the figure we can see the coil current is from C to D, A to B. Okay, now write down that C to B, B to A to D. Okay, so in this way the coil current direction is looks like. Okay, now what is the load current direction? Load current direction in the figure A is from the segment A to brush 1, okay, to ML to D, sorry, 2. Okay, so that means you can see the position of the segment is at brush 1, which is the segment. What is the segment present there? At brush 1, what is the segment? A. A is a segment present at a brush 1. Indicate that. Those are the important points here. Okay, in this 90 degrees case, the coil current direction is like this. Okay, and we have seen the commutator brush position at brush 1. What is the segment present there? Segment A. At brush 2, what is the segment present there? B. Okay, now represent the load current. Load current direction is from 1 to brush position 1 to the current will flow from a positive brush to negative brush. Okay, so that means the conductor current the load current starts at 1 and it will reach us to M, and after that it will pass through L and it will reach to 2. Okay, so that means 1 M L 2. The current direction is like that. 1 M L 2. Okay, so this is the load current direction. This is the load current direction in the case of theta is equals to 90. Okay, now we'll see another case when the current will flow. So you can see the from this diagram we can see when the coil is having a current, in which case 90 degrees, theta is equals to 90, and another case is a theta is equals to 270. 270 you are having 270 you are having a negative coil current. Negative, that means the coil current direction is reversed to this. This is the coil current direction. We have indicated it in a 90 degrees position. So now we are indicating the 270 degrees. At theta is equals to 270, what is the coil current direction? Coil current direction. So now we'll see, observe from the figure. So look at the figure B. Look at the figure B. At figure B, see the coil side. See the coil now. The coil current is starting from B, B to A to D, D to C. That means the coil current is starting from B, A, D, C. B, A, D, C. Okay, so in the first case, it is starting from C, D, A, B. What I have written? C, B, C, D. Sorry, C, D. I have written C, D. This is D, and this is B, I think. Yes, this is B. Okay, so okay, so this is the exact coil current direction. So which is opposite to that of this coil current direction. You can see that it is starting at 90 degrees. Theta is equals to 90 degrees. The current direction starts from C to D, D to A, and A to B. So it is quite opposite to that of 270 current direction. You can see that B to A to D, D to C. So that is opposite to that of. So that means both the coil current directions are supposed at theta is equals to 90. So this is a theta is equals to 90. You can see it is a positive I max. Okay, at theta is equals to, this is 180, and this is a theta is equals to 270. So at theta is equals to 270, you are having a negative maximum. Okay, so that means both the coil current directions are reversed. Okay, that means here also you are getting a sinusoidal current. So that means the coil current is also sinusoidal one. From this figure you can say that the coil current is also, this is the coil current. Okay, so from the coil current is nothing but a armature conductor current, armature conductor current. Okay, if the EMF induced in a armature conductor is sinusoidal, means the coil current direction, the current is also sinusoidal. That means EMF ఎలా ఉంటే current కూడా అలాగే ఉంటుందండి. So here the EMF is alternating quantity. So here the coil current is also alternating quantity. So that means this is also an alternating current. Now we can observe the load current. So here in the first case, at 90 degrees case, we have observed that the load current direction is from 1 to M to L to 2. Now in the 270 case, so you can observe the figure B. Figure B, due to the rotation of the split ring, the current direction in the load is not changed. The current direction of the load is not changed due to the rotation of the split ring. Split ring is rotated here. Okay, split ring is rotated by 180 degrees, so that the brush positions are not changed, so that the current in the load is not changed. Okay, so the current in the load is same as in the figure B. You can observe that the current in the load is same as the figure A. Okay, that means the load current direction is not changed. That is the observation. Load current direction is similar to that of 90 degrees case. In the both the cases, the load current is same. So that means we will draw the load current. So can I erase this particular armature current, coil current?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. See, now I am drawing the load current. So this is the load current. Theta is equal, this is the theta. Okay, and this is a 0, and this is 90, and this is 180, and this is 270, and this is a 360. Okay, so at which cases you are having a load current? Theta is equals to 90 and theta is equals to 270. You are having a load current. Okay, now you are drawing for the load current. Okay, so theta is equals to 90. What is the load current value? Maximum. At theta is equals to 270 also, maximum. Positive or negative? Positive. In both the cases, positive. Why? Because I have already explained. So why? Because here, due to the rotation of the split ring, due to the rotation of the commutator present in the armature, okay, what happens? The current direction at brush is not reversed. The current direction at brush is not reversed. So that's why you are getting the current direction is same as that of the 90 degrees case. Okay, so due to the rotation of the commutator, okay, here you can observe from the figure A to B, the segments are interchanged. The segments are interchanged. That is the observation. So due to the rotation of the commutator, the current is not reversed in the load. The current is not reversed in the load. So that's why you are getting a same direction current in the case of a load. Okay, so that means at 90 degrees you are getting a load current as maximum. So this is a maximum point, IL max. At 270 you are also having a maximum value. So this is the dotted line. Now you can observe what is a DC current and what is a AC current. So I have already indicated with the dotted line. If the current is not changing with respect to time, so that means at every position the magnitude is does not alter with respect to time. It indicates the direct current. Okay, so now it indicates a direct current at a 90 degrees position. What happens to the magnitude of the coil magnitude of the load current? IL max. At 270 degrees also it is having a magnitude as IL max. So there is no change of the magnitude value. So that's why it is called as a direct current. Okay, so in this particular case, at 0 degrees, what is the load current value? 0. At 180 degrees, what is the load current value? 0. At 360 degrees, what is the load current value? 0. So now join the points. So that you'll get the commutator current direction. So this is the load current. So here you can observe that the coil current is reversing during 270 degrees position, but the load current is not reversed. Okay, that way it is called as a unidirectional current. This unidirectional current is obtained by using a commutator. Because of rotation of the commutator, you are getting a unidirectional current. Okay, so this is the action of a commutator. Now you have understand or not? Have you understand this topic or not?
Yes, sir. Understand.
Any doubts? Any doubts regarding this topic? Simple loop this concept is called as a simple loop generator. Okay, remember that point. Simple loop generator. This concept is called as a simple loop generator. So it explains how, by taking with a simple coil. That's why it is called as a simple loop generator. Okay, so we are taking with a simple coil, that we are explaining how we are getting a unidirectional current from an alternating current. Okay, so that is the explanation. Okay, this is called as a simple loop generator. Have you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts? Any doubts? Any doubts? Who is Bhavana Shriya? I will ask a question to you, Bhavana Shriya. Are you there? Yes, okay. My question is, how commutator converts AC to DC or AC to unidirectional?
When the armature conductor is rotated to 90 degrees, the EMF induced will be maximum, sir. And when it is turned to 180, it's parallel to the direction. So it's minimum. I mean, it's 0 at the 180 degrees and 360 degrees, and it's maximum.
Not
The
explain.
EMF
Not
is
okay. Not explain with degrees. Okay. So what is the operation taking place in a commutator? Explain that. I have explained with a theta equals to 0 degrees. That is a depth explanation. Okay, I don't want those depth explanations. Just briefly tell me about what the commutator will do, how the commutator converts AC to DC. That's all. Hello. Hello. Hello, Bhavana.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
It's actually from the load current direction.
Yes. You're getting the point. Yes. How the load current direction is not reversed? Tell me that. at 270 degrees also you are getting the same direction similar to that of a 90 degrees. Why? What is the case? Why the, if the coil current is direction is reverse means the load current direction is also reverse. Why? But why it is not reversed in the load current? Okay, another. Next, Challapalli Sai Lakshman. Is there Sai Lakshman? Challapalli Sai Lakshman. Are you there?
Sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain about that? How the load current does not changing the current with respect to armature? Have you know or not?
No, sir.
You can try, no problem. If you say right or wrong, whatever, you can try.
సార్ మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి అడగరా సార్?
కాయిల్ కరెంట్ డైరెక్షన్ ఎలా చేంజ్ అవుతుంది, అది లోడ్ కరెంట్ డైరెక్షన్ ఎందుకు చేంజ్ అవ్వట్లేదు? కాయిల్ కరెంట్ డైరెక్షన్ చేంజ్ అవుతుంది కదా, అదేంది లోడ్ కరెంట్ ఎందుకు చేంజ్ అవ్వట్లేదు? అర్థమైందా క్వశ్చన్ లక్ష్మణ్?
సార్
చెప్పు.
Armature conduction are moving in parallel magnetic field.
That's not the right answer. Okay, no problem. Simhadri, Goobala Simhadri. Who is this? Is there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell me how the load current direction is not changing with respect to armature current coil direction. మీకు తెలిస్తే చెప్పండి, లేదంటే టైం వేస్ట్ చేయొద్దు. ఓకే, తెలుసా తెలీదా?
No, sir.
మహేష్ బాబు, గూడూరు మహేష్ బాబు
సార్.
తెలుసా అండి మీకు?
నో సార్.
ఎనీ వన్ ఆఫ్ యూ కెన్ ట్రై. ఎనీ వన్ ఆఫ్ యూ.
ఆర్మేచర్ కండక్టర్ దగ్గర ఇంటర్చేంజ్ అయితే సార్ స్మాల్ ఏబి అనేవి.
ఎవరు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నారు? అజయ్. ఓకే, చెప్పు.
ఆర్మేచర్ కండక్టర్ దగ్గర స్మాల్ ఏబి అనే బ్రషెస్ అనేవి ఇంటర్చేంజ్ అయితే సార్.
ఓకే, బ్రషెస్ కాదు, డ్యూ టు ద రొటేషన్ ఆఫ్ కమ్యుటేటర్ సెగ్మెంట్స్. ఓకే, డ్యూ టు ద రొటేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద కమ్యుటేటర్ సెగ్మెంట్స్ బ్రషెస్ మాత్రం రొటేట్ అవ్వవు. బ్రషెస్ ఆర్ స్టేషనరీ. ఓకే, రిమెంబర్ దట్ పాయింట్.
ఓకే సార్.
Due to the rotation of the commutator segments, okay, the current direction in the load is not reversed. This is the point. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Have you understand all of you?
Yes, sir.
అందరూ మళ్ళీ తర్వాత నేను ఎప్పుడైనా ల్యాబ్లో కానీ కమ్యుటేటర్ కరెంట్ డైరెక్షన్ ఎలా చేంజ్ అవ్వదు అని నేను అడిగితే మరి చెప్పకపోతే మాత్రం మీకే ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది. ఇప్పుడే చెప్తున్నాను, తర్వాత నన్ను తిట్టుకోవద్దు. యూని డైరెక్షనల్ కరెంట్ ఎలా వస్తుంది లోడ్ దగ్గర? అసలు కరెంట్ డైరెక్షన్ ఎందుకు చేంజ్ అవ్వట్లేదు? యూని డైరెక్షనల్ కరెంట్ ఎందుకు వస్తుంది అంటే, డ్యూ టు ద రొటేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద కమ్యుటేటర్ సెగ్మెంట్స్ ద కరెంట్ ఇన్ ద లోడ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ రివర్స్డ్. సో దట్స్ వై యూ ఆర్ గెటింగ్ అ యూనిడైరెక్షనల్ కరెంట్ at the load side. At the load side you are getting a unidirectional current by means of a commutator action. That means that due to the rotation of the commutator segments, so the current at the brush positions is similar. The current at the brush position is same as that of 90 degrees case. Okay, so that we are getting a unidirectional current at the load. Okay, so this is the action of a commutator. This can be explained with a simple loop generator concept. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So this is the action of commutator now. Now it's already 4:06. So by this topic I'm ending the session. So please switch on your cameras so that I'll take attendance and screenshots. First, I can show up this screen share. Okay, thank you. Thank you all. So we'll meet you in the next class.
Thank you, sir.